Ladies and gentlemen, car lovers and adrenaline junkies across America, today's review is not just another sports car video. This is something truly historic, truly extreme, and truly unbelievable. We're talking about a machine that has taken Ford's most legendary muscle car and transformed it into a street-legal, carbon fiber-wrapped, now unquarterburgering hunting monster. Introducing the 2026 Ford Mustang GTD, a $325,000 American thoroughbred created with one purpose: to humiliate Europe's best exotics on their home turf. Developed alongside Ford's GT3 race car and built in collaboration with Automotive in Canada, this is not a regular Mustang or broken bar, it is the wildest, most outrageous Mustang ever sent to public roads. In this deep, long-format video review, we'll dive headfirst into every insane detail of the engineering, the motorsport-level aerodynamics, the perfectly sculpted interior, the comfort innovations, the record-shattering performance, and what all of this truly means for the future of the Mustang legacy. Buckle up, smash like, and let's unleash America's most savage pony yet. The 2026 Mustang GTD has arrived. 20-minute car details review. The heart of the Mustang GTD is a hand-built 5.2-liter supercharged V8 engine, mounted in the front but connected to a rear-mounted 8-speed dual-clutch transmission via a rigid carbon fiber prop shaft, giving it a 50-50 weight distribution never before seen on a Mustang. Horsepower sits above 800 horsepower, making it the most powerful street-legal Mustang of all time. Redline blasts up near 8,000 revolutions per minute, and Ford engineers promise a vicious, spine-tingling mechanical scream that makes your head stand up. The dry-sump lubrication setup allows sustained cornering without oil starvation, while the race-derived intake plenums and titanium exhaust ensure crisp throttle response. Power is sent exclusively to the rear wheels, and a sophisticated electronic limited-slip differential ensures optimal traction under violent acceleration. But what truly separates the GTD from any previous Mustang is the chassis. It utilizes a carbon fiber monocoque rear structure, combining with a modified S650 aluminum front subframe. The suspension is a race-spec double wishbone pushrod setup, using motorsport-grade adaptive spool valve dampers developed by Automotive. The car features a variable ride height system. In normal road mode it sits 40 mm higher, but when race mode is engaged, the car drops down aggressively and transforms into a racetrack-ready weapon with extreme negative camber and spring stiffness. Massive carbon ceramic Brembo brakes provide relentless stopping power, and Ford says unsprung weight is cut dramatically thanks to magnesium wheels and titanium coilovers. Even the rear underbody includes a titanium hydroformed structure built by a supplier for Boeing. Everything screams motorsport, from the hollow anti-roll bars to the fully flat underbody, built to channel air into the massive rear diffuser. Visually, the 2026 Ford Mustang GTD looks like it escaped from pit lane at Le Mans and accidentally rolled out onto public streets. The body is sculpted almost entirely in exposed carbon fiber, from the hood and fenders to the doors and roof. At the front, a gaping maw of a grille feeds massive air volumes into radiators flanked by active Aero shutters. There are dramatic carbon canards on the bumper edges, giant heat extractor vents carved into the hood, and a stunning carbon splitter that nearly kisses the pavement in track mode. The headlights follow the latest S650 Mustang language, but everything else looks alien. A widened, lowered, aggressive. Inside the cockpit, Ford has created a cabin that blends hypercar tech with Mustang personality. Slide into the carbon fiber-backed bucket seats, a heavily bolstered, trimmed-in Alcantara with glossy carbon weave shells, complete with GTD etched into the headrests, and you instantly feel locked in like a fighter pilot. The small diameter, flat-bottom steering wheel features a thick Alcantara rim, metallic paddle shifters, and custom race mode rotary knobs for suspension, aero, and shift aggression. Behind it sits a fully digital 12.4-inch racing cluster with unique GTD graphics, including lap timing, tire temp readouts, G-meter, and customizable track layouts. The dashboard is covered in Alcantara and leather with contrast stitch, shadowed by real carbon fiber across the center console. A massive vertical 13.2-inch touchscreen underpins the Sync 4 operating system, controlling everything: track telemetry overlays, custom drive mode settings, in-car camera recording, Apple CarPlay, track map integration and even remote-controlled Aero functions. Ford has removed traditional rear seats to make room for a titanium brace that stiffens the chassis and acts as the base structure for the rear suspension pushrod system peeking through a glass rear cabin window. The passenger area is wrapped in padded Alcantara panels and leather door cards showcasing racing-style pull straps instead of handles. Cup holders, yes, hidden. Storage, minimal. Everything is focused on keeping weight down and the driver mentally locked into performance mode. That said, luxury is still present: a heated and ventilated seating, dual-zone climate, ambient interior lighting, an 8-speaker BO sound system and optional telemetry cameras that capture cockpit footage and overlay speed and G-force on your videos. The best part? Every owner gets to spec custom colors and materials for trim, seats, contrast stitching, even custom laser-engraved van plates. This interior feels like a precision-built race car cockpit with subtle Mustang heritage touches. In other words, function and luxury married at 200 miles per hour. You might think a street-legal race car like the Mustang GTD would be bone-shattering, but Ford has managed to give this monster an almost shocking level of comfort choosability. In road mode, the spool valve dampers soften, ride height lifts, and minor suspension noise is filtered out. The seats, though firm for track support, remain wide enough and cushioned enough that long-distance highway drives are genuinely doable. The climate system keeps cabin temperatures stable even under high external heat thanks to advanced UV reflective filtration in the windshield and rear glass. Road noise is surprisingly low, thanks to laminated sound-deadening front glass and targeted acoustic treatment behind the firewall. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitors and a 360-degree camera give GTD owners genuine long-drive convenience. The seating position is adjustable enough for taller drivers, headroom fits a helmet, and visibility over the long hood is quite good thanks to thin A-pillars. Notably, the trunk is small, but Ford hides usable day-to-day cargo space under the rear glass at the back, enough for a weekend bag or track tools. Wireless charging, Bluetooth connectivity, and Ford's voice-activated assistant allow hands-free functionality without removing your focus from driving. On smooth roads, bumps are surprisingly muted. In fact, many testers reported rides better than a Mustang GT performance pack at low speed, because of how advanced the racing dampers are. Steering effort can be reduced for parking maneuvers. So while this is a 200+ miles per hour capable car with race springs, titanium dampers and giant tires, it somehow remains civilized enough to be driven to work, to a fancy restaurant, or across state lines. Ford's goal was to create a continent-crossing, track-destroying Mustang, and the comfort engineering proves they might have succeeded. Now for the jaw-dropping part, performance. Ford engineers are openly boasting that the GTD will lap the Nürburgring faster than any road-legal Mustang or even some exotic Ferraris and Lamborghinis. It rockets from 0-60 in around 2.9 seconds, hits quarter-mile times in the tens, and has a projected top speed beyond 200 miles per hour. But raw power is only part of the story. The rear-mounted dual-clutch transaxle gives instant shifts and perfect weight balance. The spool valve dampers maintain impossible composure in high-speed corners. The titanium exhaust howls an animalistic note, vibrating your spine as you scream through gears. Downforce is dramatic, how the car literally sticks to the ground harder as you accelerate. The active rear wing deploys fully under braking to create reverse thrust, helping the huge Brembo rotors bite without drama. Mid-corner grip from the Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires generates over 2.0 lateral Gs, meaning your neck muscles must literally brace your head. The steering is telepathic, quick, laser-precise and communicative. The differential constantly pivots torque to enhance rotation. Turn escape off and the GTD will drift under throttle, spitting flames. Keep it on, and it tracks like a GT3 racer, sharp, brutal, and endlessly confident. What truly shocks drivers is how consistent the car is lap after lap. Oil, trans, coolant and air temp management systems are so advanced it refuses to fade. You can attack corners at full tilt, lap 30 or lap 1, and it just keeps going. Ford demonstrating industry-first integrations, like cooling radiators inboard for better aerodynamics, rear tail fogging deflectors, and underbody diffusers originally created for prototype racing. The Mustang GTD doesn't just aim to play with the supercar elite, it is determined to beat them and beat them loudly. Buyers aren't just getting a fast Mustang, they're getting a hand-built track car wearing a legal plate. It's pure American motorsport savagery tamed just enough for real streets. The 2026 Ford Mustang GTD is the most extreme, expensive, technologically advanced, and fastest Mustang ever made. It pushes the Mustang name into supercar territory previously dominated by Porsche GT3 RS, Ferrari 296 GTD and AMG GT Black Series. It looks ferocious, sounds like thunder, and is built using real racing technology. With over 800 horsepower, active aerodynamics, carbon fiber everything and a transaxle layout, it represents a bold new direction for Ford where American muscle and cutting-edge motorsport engineering collide. Yet somehow, it still stays true to the soul of the Mustang: brutal V8 noise, rear-wheel drive, and styling that punches you in the face. This car will not be for everyone. It's expensive, rare, and focused. But for those lucky few who secure a build slot, it becomes more than just transportation. It becomes a personal race car, a collectible, an experience to be driven, displayed and remembered. It's a halo machine for Ford, designed not just to win drag races, but to dominate lap records and remind the world that America can still build world-beating performance machines. If you enjoyed this ultimate deep dive review of the 2026 Ford Mustang GTD, smash that like, hit subscribe, and ring the bell because this channel has even more wild reviews coming, from electric hypertrucks to classic American muscle reimagined. Comment below, would you take the Mustang GTD over a Lamborghini or Ferrari? Until next time, a broken bar, keep your revs high, your tires warm, and never stop chasing that checkered flag.